Alright guys, I'm going to make a video here real quick to show you how I make these corporate grids. You can use them for your corporate group shoots where you have multiple people, or you can even do something like this for your individual clients, and maybe you want to make something like, let's see where they're at, something like this here where you want to put multiple pictures of one person into a frame. I'll show you how to do this in Photoshop. So let's hop over there. In Photoshop, we go to File, Scripts, then Load Files into Stack. Now you click Browse, and you would find where you have your files stored. Now, when I shoot a company, I deliver a full horizontal version like that, and then I also deliver a square cropped version of each person's shot so that they can use those on their website or on LinkedIn or anything like that. So I like to use the square cropped versions for this. You just command click all of the files that you would like to use in your collage, and you click open, and that brings them into this queue here. But maybe you have files saved in other places too. You just click browse again, and you can navigate and find those files and load them in here. Then once you have all of the pictures you want in this queue, you click OK, and then you let Photoshop do its thing for a second, and all of those pictures will be loaded as different layers on top of each other, as you can see over here. These are all the different headshots that I selected. Now I open a new document, so File, New. I like to do these as 5x7 pictures because that's the crop I use for my normal headshots. And if I can keep everything consistent, that's nice. I click OK. Actually, let's do another one. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Close that. File, New, Photo, 5x7. Let's triple this, so we'll go 21. We'll do 15. That just makes it a little bit bigger for us to work with, and then we can crop in later. So then we go back over here to the document that has all of our files stacked on top of each other. Then shift click all of those pictures. Then you click V to pull up your move tool, and you click and hold and drag over into that new document you created, and you click yes, and we'll bring those over. And there they are. Then since you have all of them selected already still, you click Command T to bring up your transform tool, and then I shrink them down depending on how many pictures you have to work with. You might need to make them a little bit smaller. Then I bring it up here to the corner, and I click Enter. And this is not very scientific the way I do this. I'm just showing you exactly the way I do it. Here we go. I click we're still having the move tool. I click down 15 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess that would be 20. So I move that down 20, and then I move over 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's just using the arrow keys. And that moves it over. Now you hold the command key and click off of that first layer, and then you just scoot it over till it touches, and then I use the move arrows again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the arrow keys. So this way everything's consistently spaced, right? And then I unclick the next layer and use the move tool and scoot it over again, and if you see now, because you have one equal spacing, Photoshop automatically snaps it to that grid, and you let go, and then you keep doing that process just like that. And then when you want to make a new row, you unclick that layer, bring it down again, and I make it so they touch, and then I count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now that row is equally spaced, so that when we bring over this, now everything lines up really nicely, like this. You just keep repeating the process until you have everything. Now you just kind of have to, I have this, so this company is 11 people, so I'm going to have to figure out a way to make this look better. And I think I'm going to take some of these middle guys, not him, take him, maybe move them down. I don't know how we're going to do this yet because it's not an even number. I might move him over. Yeah, this is going to be funky because it's 11. Actually, no, it won't. I lied. We'll just take him. Yeah, and move him there. And then we'll put the logo right there. So now that we have this worked, we shift-click all of them again, and then hit Command-T. Now that takes the whole group of them, and you can spread it out like that. And then just click the whole thing and drag it till it's completely centered like that. And then hit Enter. And then perfect. Then you go over to your Google to find your company's logo. This is ServiceMaster, so we'll go to Google's real quick. Google. Images, and then you just find their logo. This company is actually ServiceMaster Restore. View image, find the biggest logo you can of theirs, and then right click, copy image, come back to Photoshop and then paste it in, and then use your transform tool again to make it the size you need to fit in there. And then again, because Helpful Grids in Photoshop, it lines up perfectly in that space, hit enter. And that is it, guys. So really there's no real science to how I lay it out or anything. It depends on the number of number of people you shot. So this is 11 people, and that made it nice for one spot with a logo. But let's say we get rid of, maybe it was only 10 people I shot, so maybe I would get rid of him, and then I would just make the logo bigger. Like that, and then you just kind of play around with things until you basically get it to work the way you want. There's no science, but that's kind of the technical tools you need to make one of these grids. Alright guys, I will talk to you soon.